you for tuning in to... There we go. Thank you for tuning in to Channel 31's Not Fake News. I'm your host, Jimmy Firecracker, here to help feed you all the economic news you need to make all the right economic decisions in your life. We're gonna talk about economics. Here with me today is my co-host.
Tôi get my big tonight.
We've got some fiery updates for you, so don't touch that dial.
Đã không có cái dial.
And you know what I always say, where there's smoke,
Đừng có nói cái đó. Xin đừng có nói cái đó.
exactly, there's Jimmy Firecracker.
Tôi không thể đợi được để lấy tiền của bạn. In current news, ever since Elon Musk has reached a singularity, robots have taken over the world in production. This has caused massive increase in global GDP from 78.28 trillion in 2014 to 1.2 quadrillion in 2018. Thanks to our robot overlords, everything has been stable so far due to the fact that the economy has been shifting towards a centrally planned economy. However, due to the successful efforts of Will Smith's fight against the robot overlords, the economy is currently shifting back towards a free market economy.
And further news with this, be sure to keep an eye out for this man, who has been reported as a conspirator working for the robot overlord. We don't know who he is, but we know his face, as he's been seen in robot meetings, planning to take over the world.
Coming up next, get the best advice on becoming an entrepreneur with Jimmy Firecracker after these messages from our sponsors.
In this next segment here, we're gonna give you the best advice on how to become an entrepreneur. Want to be a billionaire like Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, or even the Zuckerberg? Well, maybe not him. You want to make some bank? Then you gotta be ready to make some sacrifices, some opportunity costs, some trade-offs. You can't just be sitting around at home all day playing Fortnite. I mean, why waste your time with that anyway? You gotta get out there. You gotta read some books. You gotta learn to build stuff. Think about the needs of the people. You want to be rich cheap, you gotta be ready to work. And cry. A lot. You've gotta be prepared to fail. Like I did. The pet grass. Because if you aren't ready to take risks, then you aren't ready to be an entrepreneur. You gotta learn all it takes to start a business. Don't look to me, go Google it or something. Ask your economics teacher.
In other news, Stickum Studios' recent success has caused problems for movie theaters all around the world. Their latest movie, The Flat Earth Fallacy, has sold out immediately after its fifth run, which has caused Fathom to raise its ticket prices due to demand. As you can see here, the supply and demand... Where is it?
Oh!
Okay. As you can see here, the supply and demand curve is slowly reaching equilibrium due to the fact that everyone's willing to see this movie no matter the price.
I myself have seen the film 20 times, and I must say that it is the greatest cinema masterpiece ever made. The Flat Earth Society has actually just announced that they've donated all $200 of their funds into production for a sequel. I don't know about you, but I sure can't wait for it.
Coming up next, a special interview with Mr. Cheap Man on how to save your money. Are you stupidly spending your money on things that you don't really need?
What? What the hell? Oh, come on! Fingers weren't meant to stretch like that!
Man, I'm just gonna go buy a base.
Find out from Mr. Cheap Man on how to save money in this special interview.
Well, thank you for joining us here on Channel 31, Mr. Cheap Man.
Actually, it's a chip, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. Chipman. Starting off, I want you to tell our viewers what they can do better and what they're doing wrong with their money.
Well, I think it's the fact that people try to hoard their money, like your example with the 50 grand in the box or whatever, okay? Well, I think the best way to actually save money is to actually put it into banks, you know?
How so?
Well, actually, banks can actually keep your money safe instead of actually, you know, just putting it in plain sight in your house. But you can actually gain interest rates as well, which will actually cause you to gain money depending on how much you actually put inside the bank.
I see. And what other ways can you suggest to our viewers for saving money?
Well, actually, you can try to live frugally, like myself over here, you know. People try to, you know, buy the latest iPhone, the latest new stuff, in order to impress their friends or something. But that's like the worst way possible to actually save money. Companies understand that people will want new stuff, so companies will try to raise the price as high as possible, as long as possible, in order to make the most profit as possible. What you should do is wait a while until you actually start to buy the iPhone, if you so choose. Eventually, the price will reach equilibrium, which is when you're supposed to buy it, you know?
Very nice. What advice do you give our viewers to minimize as much money spending as possible?
Well, you know, you should probably, you know, I think one of the biggest ways to save money, okay, that you can, that anyone can do, is just turn off their TV, you know. You can have less electricity, okay, there's no ads to tell you to buy stuff, which, well, you know, some people are weak to that kind of stuff. There are a lot of tips as well that you see as common, like, you know, turn off the water if you're not using it, turn off the lights, just those kinds of stuff.
Oh, well that's all the time we have today, Mr. Mon. Thank you for joining us here.
My pleasure.
Well, that covers it for today's 12 o'clock news. Be sure to tune back in at 7 as we uncover Japan's failing economy due to the overwhelming amount of kaiju attacks. Who are these monsters? Where do they come from? And why are they so angry? I'm Jimmy Firecracker,
多來車程
signing out until next time.
Oh yeah, the air conditioner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, we need our microphones. Scoopity whoop. Whoop de scoop de whoopity.
Your mother.
I can't believe you've done that. Be like,
Again, let me tonight. Yeah, no, I'll say it with such confidence.
is this racist what we're doing?
No.
Okay,
It's only racist if I say it's racist. No.
Should we do like a pose? How?
Intellectual pose.
So this is how they feel when they do the student broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
It is kind of awkward, isn't it? Not as awkward as doing it by yourself, though.
Wow, what the?
Okay, this is... Okay, I understand Garrett's pain now. Hello, thank you for tuning in. Hello, thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry.
It's alright.
Jimmy Firecracker, you're... We've got some fiery updates for you, so don't touch that dial.
控角嘅 dial。
Firecracker.
代控嘅裏邊個咩？
Firecracker, don't go. I forgot what he said. I just remember
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
There's Jimmy Firecracker.
Yeah.
Jimmy Firecracker.
代控嘅裏邊個咩？
My cat just opened the door, I think.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces.
Hey, you were the one that came up with the line.
I know, and I'm proud of it.
Of course. In your
We're-
economic life.
I was gonna do like that.
Whoops.
It was perfect, Paul.
It's just
It was perfect.
it's just a social experiment.
This whole thing's a social
Of
experiment.
course. Yeah, it
It's
should.
hard recording.
Should be
I just
fun.
want to be a star.
Oh wait, Johnny, that was supposed to be a close-up?
Oh, it's supposed to be close up on me, yeah.
Oof. This caused global... Dang it. Yeah, this is pretty hard.
Uh-huh.
This is...
Do you understand my pain?
I understand that. With some... What was that? Well, What was that?
This piece, bro.
Oh, okay, okay. Do it right now. You just.
Oh, I need to review the lines though.
Okay, review the lines. Okay, do this. Review the lines, and then think about it in your head. Okay, instead of like starting to record. Okay, I'm just gonna zoom in a bit. Yeah, there we go. Oh wait, no, gotta get your hair. Okay, there we go. Their latest movie, The Flat Earth Fallacy, was sold out immediately on its 5th run. Well, no, I'm not. This isn't actually
Sponsorship.
sponsorship. Okay. Self-promotion.
Self-promotion. Thickum Studios, soon to be the best film studio you've ever seen.
Of course.
With our 1 4-minute motion picture.
Okay, so in Fallacy has sold out immediately on its fifth.
I can't even self-promote myself properly. I myself have seen the film 20.
What?
You're looking at me, not
Yeah. Oh wait, yeah, sorry. Okay.
shameless self-promotion. The Flat Earth Society has actually just announced that they've donated all $200 of their funds into production. I stuttered again. Oh crap! I did it.
Ugh. Are you carelessly blah, blah. Are you carelessly spaghetti? I should have wrote a script for this part. Are you carelessly it's not even a hard word. Coming up next, a special Coming up next, a special advice segment starring Jimmy I'm tired.
It's a pleasure to have you here with us on Channel 31, Mr. Cheap Man.
It's actually Chia Mon.
I thought you were gonna do like the full grizzle.
Oh yeah, I probably should. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just not used to it. Okay.
Cheap Man. It's funny that you say turn off the water when the washing machine just turned on.
Not really sure.
That's right.
I don't know about that, Chief. But
He's pretty big. Like
let's just do it.
He's thick.
Let's just do it. Let's just do it. See what happens.
Well, that covers it for the 12 o'clock news. Be sure to. Go to break.
多啦 cha-ching. I just basically said I am cha-ching. Should I do the Vietnamese or is that joke over? What? What? Come on. Cha-ching.
Signing out until next time.